Hey, Soph? Yeah? Can you come here for a sec? What did I do? Nothing. Oh, I'm gonna do my meeting and then we're gonna have dinner afterwards. Can you wait that long? Hey, Barbie.
Hey, girl.
Hi. How are you?
I'm getting there, little by little.
Yeah? Yeah? Hey, look. Hey, come and say hi.
Hey, sweetie, I need to come see you.
Yeah.
When's your meeting gonna be done?
About 40 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. If you get hungry, you go ahead and eat, but I've got to do this here. Okay.
Hey, Barbie.
Bye, sweetie.
Hey, sweetie. So thank you so much for coming on here with us.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I've been saving up all day.
Oh, good, good. But you're feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling, better. The chiropractor put me on Hawthorne, which strengthens the heart muscle, and I think a prescription is what actually weakened the heart. And
right.
So I feel better than I have in a while.
Good.
So that's
good.
Hi, Fred.
Hey, Barbie, you're looking good, sweetie.
I'm working on it, sir.
Good deal.
So Hawaii,
it's the three of us.
we're early. Actually, we're on time.
Yeah.
I got 2 minutes before the bottom of the hour.
Okay. I have about 6 reminders to these people today. So,
yeah, I was impressed. You really did a very thorough job of that.
Yeah, Anthea?
Job.
Yes, sir.
We got Vanessa coming on. Hey, Vanessa. How are you?
We can't hear you, Vanessa.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm late.
No, you're not.
You're right on time.
Okay.
What time is it in
Guam? It is, hang on a second.
It's 9:30.
It's about 9:30 and 9:30 in the morning. Sorry, I had two rescues that I had to take care of before attending the meetings. I thought I was running late.
No, you're perfectly on time.
Okay.
Rescues of animals?
Yes.
What kind of animals?
Cats, kittens rather, specifically kittens.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Good for you.
So if it's 9:30, where does Vanessa live? Where do you live?
I live on Guam.
Oh, yay.
Sometimes. Sometimes it's yay.
Well, and here's the cool thing, Barbie. It's 9:30 in the morning tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see so.
Watching me is like just peeking into the future a little, yeah?
I was just going to say, I can see so far. I can see into tomorrow.
Yep. It looks like Rebecca has joined us. Rebecca, I think you got to turn on your camera. Can you hear us, Rebecca? Turn on your camera on your phone.
You may be able to, Anthea. I don't know, because you're using your phone as the host. You have the ability to turn on people's, mute and unmute people. I think you also have the ability to turn on their camera and turn it off.
Okay.
However, I'm not used to doing this kind of thing with the phone. I have, I use the full platform, right?
Yeah. I don't know how to do it. I think she's got to do it. I don't know how to do it from my phone. I'm sorry.
So anyway, Rebecca, if you can hear us, you need to unmute yourself and start your camera.
Ah, there she is.
You are.
Hi. I got interrupted for a minute. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't interrupting everything.
No, Rebecca, I want you to meet Fred Holmes. If you scroll through your phone, you'll see everybody's picture. Fred Holmes is our triple diamond upline, one of the highest earners in ZJ International, and I've told you so much about him. You've listened to his training. And we also have Barbie Stahl here, another of our diamond uplines. She's down in Ohio, so actually kind of close to us. You guys, Rebecca is a friend of mine from online. She actually lives about an hour and a half from me, I think, or 2 hours here in Michigan. We have never met in person. She's been in for, I don't know, a month or so, primarily interested in product, but also interested in business.
Very good. Very good. Pleasure to meet you, Rebecca.
Nice to meet you too, Fred.
Is she east or west of you, Anthea?
I think she's a little bit north.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure exactly where Charlotte is. Charlotte, Michigan.
Okay.
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
It's about 30 minutes south of Lansing.
Okay. All right. I don't know.
I suggest you give it about 2 more minutes, Anthea. And
Okay.
then all the people that were supposed to be here are here.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
If I can ask Vanessa another question, because I would like to do this with some of my people that are in Ghana. Vanessa, when you joined us, did you go to zoom.us or did you put in Zoom something else to join us?
Zoom it's the Zoom platform is zoom.us, and if they're in Ghana, they are probably going to be doing it through a smartphone, which means they're going to have to download the app.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
You betcha. We'll give it just another minute, and let's see here. We'll give them 1 more minute, Anthea.
Okay.
And let's see, and of course, I know Vanessa and Rebecca, you have started using our products?
Yes, I doing the Smart Mix, starting on the daily and premium tea, and just ordered the AM and PM capsule.
Oh, well, good for you. So you're basically looking for a weight loss program.
Yeah, I need to lose about half of me.
We can do it. We can do it.
I did lose 2 pounds so far. I cheated and looked ahead. I normally do it the first of the month.
Well, good for you. Hey, listen.
Yeah, congratulations. Those 2 pounds. I mean, hey.
Yeah, I fought hard for those 2 pounds.
I'm going to tell you, Rebecca, when I started with Zija, I weighed 35 pounds more than actually even more than that, over 35 pounds more than I weigh today. Okay. And, you know, when you start hitting 60 years old and up, it's a lot harder to lose weight. And it's not like people, I mean, I'm 6'1", I was pretty close to 200 pounds then. It wasn't like people thought I was fat, because I mean, you know, 6'1", 200 pounds. I look good compared to a lot of guys, right, that are 6'1", right? But staying consistent, utilizing the products correctly, here's the key. Consistency every day, use them correctly, and then persistence. Today, I weigh what I did in my early 20s.
Nice.
Yep, and here's the other thing. I feel better and look way better than most guys that are 20 or 30 years younger than me. Okay? I mean, I'm on Saturday, I'm going to be going to my son's family's annual barbecue. It's kind of like a remembrance of his uncle that passed away a few years ago. But all the boys, these are the kids that I was hanging around with, my son's friends when they were growing up. I mean, they're all now in their mid 30s, and I look way better than them. I mean, even last year's, barbecue, and I'm down more and got more lean muscle mass. I mean, I'm looking good, right? And all the young fellas, I'm going, dude, put down the fork, pick up the Zija.
Right. If you don't use it, you lose it too.
Well, there you go. I mean, the fact of the matter is that, if I was 25 instead of, almost 65, I'd be ripped. I would be absolutely ripped. But, again, most of the people that are anywhere near my age, they don't come close. I'm heading to my 45th high school reunion here in September. I'm the guy. All right, ladies, let's do this. I asked Anthea to put out the call to all the people that were part of the team. And she said, well, there's a lot of people that really aren't serious. They're not engaged. And I said, that doesn't make any difference at all. Here's what we've got right now. And for some of you, and Rebecca, I understand that your primary focus is your personal results on the product, and that's okay. For many people, it was the product that led them to the business. As a matter of fact, Anthea knows this gal. One of my top earners is a gal named Ann Dom. She's out of Indiana. Ann Dom's a double diamond, okay? Her and her husband, I mean, there's several people that are part of my team that were millionaires before they started Zija, okay? And everybody goes, well, why would a millionaire do this? Hey, Charles, good to see you, my friend.
Hey, Charles.
I was just starting the process here. I told Anthea, invite everybody, okay? She said, we got a lot of people that are really inactive, or they're not doing much, or they're not serious. I said, don't worry about that. Invite them. Give them an opportunity, because I'm sharing what's about to happen right now. But back to what I was saying with Rebecca, I had several people that were millionaires before Zija. Okay, why would a millionaire want to get involved in other business? Because number one, we got something they don't have. Most of those people are millionaires because of their businesses. And the fact of the matter is, they're only a millionaire so long as they keep working 50, 60, 80 hours a week running their business. When they stop, the money stops. So what they didn't have is what we have: time, freedom, and residual income. See, as long as we share with people something that they need. And now, Ann Dom, she's different. She wasn't her and her husband weren't millionaires before Zija. They weren't multimillionaires before Zija. They were multi-millionaires before Zija. They're rich. Okay? And people say, well, why would they do Zija? I mean, honestly, they could not cut back enough to live off of my income, all right? Or David's income. Why are they doing this? It started with Ann. She got on the product several years ago. She was, I forget what the disease was. She had some kind of disease, whatever it was, some fancy name. I mean, she was literally about to digress to a wheelchair. She had so much limited mobility. She was facing life in a wheelchair. 2 years later, on Zija product, she's back to, snowshoeing. Okay? Now, why did she get involved in the business? She saw a way where she could help people make more money so they could order more product, right? A lot of people are in Zija because they want to be able to get every one of their family members on the product and provide it for their parents or their children or whatever. She also saw a way where people could engage in the business, and she could help people that they knew that hadn't been as financially blessed as them. She does this because it's fun. They don't need any more money, and obviously they don't need more free time. They don't work anymore. Their businesses I mean, they're old money. They've got a multi-million dollar business. It's got to spin off several $1 million a month. I mean, they don't know what to do with all their money, okay? Why are they doing it? Because this is fun and it helps people, right? That's the point. So anyway, I appreciate you being here. I'm going to be talking about business. Welcome, Laura. Good to see you. Earl, I don't see you, but I see your picture. Good to have you. There were a number of other people that did not show up today. And what I shared with Anthea is it really didn't make any difference who showed up. Invite everybody, because I wanted to take about 10 minutes and I wanted to give you all heads up, all right? If you've been plugged in, you were part of David Moses's MIT training, the Facebook Live presentation on Monday. David hit the nail on the head. David's at the top of the game. I've known of David for many years in the industry. We've known of each other for many years. We never worked together until ZJ. Now, I've been working with David now for, 9 years in ZJ. He is at the top of his game today, okay? He's one of the most sophisticated professional network marketers in the industry. He knows this deal. What he said on Monday night hit the nail on the head. If you did not get a chance to do that, you need to go to Facebook, pull up his personal page, David Moses OTW, and review the Facebook Live presentation, because he talked about the system that creates duplication. I mean, I've listened to that a couple of times now because he hit the nail on the head. I always like to people understand, I'm not the end-all, end-all. I'm just a guy that's really, really good at following a system and duplicating what the successful people do. Now, the second thing, if you're really plugged in, you were part of the ZJ Nation call on Tuesday night. If you weren't on that call, you need to get the recording of that call and listen to the segment that Jerry Campese did. Okay, Jerry, I've I didn't get a chance to meet Jerry Campese face-to-face until, a month or two ago in Las Vegas. But Jerry Campese, I've known this guy for decades. He's a legend. Anthea, you may want
Sam, can you get this? It's Bill.
Okay, Anthea, I don't, yeah.
Hey, I'm doing a video conference, so I'm going to turn you over to M, okay?
Okay, Anthea, can you mute some of your people?
Do you need to talk to me?
Yeah, I can try.
Okay.
Okay, select the person. You just muted yourself, sweetie.
I'm okay. How you doing?
Laura, can you mute yourself?
I'm being treated very well.
Sorry. I'm
Okay.
very sorry.
The point I'm making is that Jerry Campese, he is a multi-million dollar income earner in this industry. He knows this thing. I mean, he has forgotten more about network marketing than most professionals will ever know. He hit the nail on the head when he talked about what's about to happen. And I encouraged Anthea to get all the people that were willing to respond to give me a few minutes, because these are the things I need to share with you. ZJ International is about to go ballistic, okay? All the things that are necessary for that over the last couple of years we've been putting into place, between, developing the correct corporate team, developing and implementing the correct product, diversification that we need to go to first a $500 million a year and then $1 billion a year. The infrastructure, supply chain, manufacturing, warehousing, distribution, and the final ingredient was the distributor leadership. That's people like myself and David Moses and Chris Estes, to get everybody on the same page. Now, I'm in kind of a unique position because I was here once before with another company. In the summer of 1987, I joined my second company, little dinky company. It took us about 18 months to put things into place, and then we went ballistic. In 36 months, we went from $1 million a month in sales to $1 million a day in sales. And this is what I'm going to tell you. When you can get in front of that kind of growth, you don't have to be that special to make a fortune. I was that guy. I simply got in front of that wave. I had a little bit of time to put my organization together, And then when when the growth started to go exponential, I grew with it. I did the deal. I was very consistent. I'm very focused using that simple system. This is the key. People don't get it. This is a simple deal. Now, if you have the advantage of having a company like Zija with the correct corporate leadership, the physical infrastructure, the product diversification, and then the field leadership, all focused in the same direction, you don't have to be that good to make a fortune. I'm an example of that. Within the 8 years I spent with that company, I accumulated $2 million. Now, the cool thing about this is I did not spend all that money. When it was time for me to walk away from that company, I had put aside the monies necessary to create an ongoing residual income through my investments. I didn't have to work. And for, geez, close to 10 years, I didn't have to work. And that's when Zija came along. Now, you need to understand, Zija is the biggest thing I've ever been involved in. It's the biggest thing David's ever been in. It's the biggest thing Ken Brailsford's ever done. And so what we have is something that, with my experience of the last company, you do not, if you understood what I understood, you don't want to miss this. See, it doesn't make any difference what your goals are. If you commit the next 36 months to building your Zija business, and I'm not talking 80 hours a week, I'm talking an hour a day, 15 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the middle, 15 minutes in the evening, whatever. If you were to commit following the system, commit that, 5, 10, 15 hours a week over the next 36 months, you could set up the rest of your life. Now, that doesn't mean you have to have, expectations or desires to drive Ferraris and live in fancy houses and, have tens of thousands of dollars on your wrist. That's not the deal. The deal is, can you take this advantage of this opportunity when it is right now, and put yourself in a position where 36 months from now, no matter what happens in your life, no matter what happens with your family, no matter what the circumstances are, financial need will never, ever be a problem. And that's the key. See, I had that experience here beginning of this year. Most of you probably know my story. I moved home to take care of my mom. I was already retired. That's when Zija came along. Got to have something to do, and this is exciting. This is fun. I've helped a lot of people, and a long time ago, I made all the money I'll ever need. This is about helping more people. But early this year, we had some challenges with my mom. Put me in a position where I needed to have 100% of my time focused on my mom and an extra $100,000 to deal with it. Extra. And I want you to think about this for a minute. Who today could quit working, stop doing anything that they're responsible for, and have a spare $100,000 to throw at the problem? Okay? Most people just think that's a dream. And mark my words, your challenges in the future may not be the challenge I had this year, but everybody's going to have a challenge, whether it's you, your children, your parents, and most people are unprepared. Now, we have a very short window of time in a company. That's why I want you to listen to Jerry Campese's conversation on the Zija Nation call on Tuesday. He framed it up excellent. There are rare opportunities with a company where you can get involved at the right time, and it is like magic what can happen. Now's the time, okay? And the problem, and this is why I told Anthea to put this together. We're going forward. Anthea is going to the top. She's going to target the people that want to join us at the top, and we're going to work with those people. I said, give everybody an opportunity. If you don't take advantage of this, then you've lost the timing. But for those of you that do, all I can share with you, this could be the greatest thing that'll ever happen to you. Those of you that are younger, what are your grandbabies going to be looking forward to? Would you like to, you may not even have children. What would you do if your grandbabies needed a college education? Your children needed help because of health issues or whatever. You see what I'm talking about? It's not about money. It's about what the money can provide. And so this is what I'm going to suggest to you, and I'm going to wrap it up here because I got another team call to go to in a minute. Here are the 4 things I'm going to suggest you do, okay? If you want your share of what's about to happen with Zija, okay, number 1, make a commitment. Put it in writing. I'm going to do the deal. Set some goals, okay? Set some short-term goals, set some long-term goals, but here's the thing. Commit to it. The singular thing that makes me special beyond anybody else that, you know, that I've been involved with, that started back when I did, whether it be the first company, the second company, or Zija, is that once I said I was going to do it, I kept my commitment. If I said I was going to be on a call, I was on a call. If I said I was going to, you know, do a meeting, I did a meeting. See, that's how I was raised. A man's word is gold. You know, don't ask me to sign a contract because my lawyer can out-lawyer your lawyer and beat you out of the contract. You really want my commitment? Ask me to commit and shake my hand, because that is more binding than any piece of paper, right? You know, and I know lawyers, and I got really good ones. So the point is, make a commitment. Make a commitment to yourself. Make a commitment to your family. Make a commitment to your future. Number 2, set up your game plan. Okay? You don't get there from here accidentally. I didn't get to where I was in Zija accidentally. I didn't get to retirement after 8 years with my previous company accidentally. Set up your game plan. And I'm here to tell you, you've got some of the best people in the organization. Anthea is one of the most focused, diligent people I've worked with in a very long time. That's why I know she's going to be my next diamond. Barbie Stahl is a legend, okay? Barbie Stahl's story has helped so many people build their Zija business. She is everybody knows who Barbie Stahl is, all right? Barbie Stahl actually is one of the fastest, you know, rank advancements to diamond in my entire organization. There are people that would kill to have Barbie Stahl's direct phone number to do a connection call with. I'm part of the upline support team, and if you haven't figured this out yet, I am more excited today than I have been in the 9 years that I've been with Zija, and I am full on 100% doing the deal. I'm active, engaged, and present. Now, that being said, obviously, I have to, you know, pace myself. After this year, you know, as of this year, you know, mom's time and attention, I mean, it's literally 60 minutes out of the hour, 24 hours out of the day, 7 days out of the week. That's the amount of tension I've made that's required today, unlike before. I've made arrangements. I have support help here in the house, like what, something like 60 hours a week, something like that. That's why I can be here right now, knowing that if mom needs me, one of my housekeepers is on duty and they'll take care of her. So I've had to make arrangements so that I'm free to be able to do what's necessary to do for the next 36 months. Not for me, folks, for you, okay? I already got everything I need, all right? You can only wear one watch at a time. You can only drive one car at a time. If you could drive my car, you'd understand why you don't really need to drive another car, right? You can, you know, they don't have a class that's better than first class on the airplane, okay? I don't need more, but what I do need is to pay back to you folks the blessings that I've received. It's a fundamental principle. To whom much has been given, much is required, and I am set up to do it. So commit, set up your game plan. Number 3, follow the system. If you're not sure what the system is, be on my Saturday morning Fast Start training. Go to my YouTube channel. I've got a number of videos on there talking about how to set up your prospect list, the 90-day game plan, you know, the concept of the Fast Start training. All of that's there. And you've got Anthea, Barbie, and myself who are willing to work directly with you, okay? And here's the last one, get plugged in, okay? If you do not know about the meeting we're going to have here in about an hour, the presentation I'm going to do in about an hour? Why don't you know? Because you're not plugged in, okay? If you don't know about the Saturday morning fast start training, you're not plugged in, okay? And Barbie can, you know, when I step away, you guys can go ahead and continue if you want, but get plugged in, okay? For me, go to my website, fredholmes.com. Click on contact, scroll down, you'll see a place that says enroll in my newsletter. Sign up for the newsletter. That way you get the announcements. You get the links to the webinar presentations and trainings I'm doing. Go to Facebook. I got 2 profiles on Facebook. They're both under Fred Holmes. One's Fred Holmes ZG and the other one's Fred W. Holmes. My personal page, friend me. My business page, like it. That way you'll start showing up on your feed all the stuff I'm putting out into the field for my team. Go to YouTube. Go to youtube.com/Fred Holmes ZJ. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get the information when a new training is posted, and put my information in your Rolodex. I think you know, Barbie might be the only person that's old enough to know what that means. In your contacts. Okay, and Barbie's a youngster compared to me. Okay, so just so you know, I'm not saying she's as old as I am, because nobody's.
You are.
No, you're not. There's dirt that's younger than I am. On Big Island, right? But here's the point. You need to have my contact information. People don't get this. Would I be willing to do a contact call, a connection call with one of your prospects who needs to hear you can really make a lot of money with this? I hate it when I hear people say, well, I could have gotten that guy, but I didn't call you, Fred, because I figured you're too busy, or you're too big, or I'm too little. Excuse me? Do you think I make the kind of money I make because I haven't done a lot? I do more connection calls, more 3-ways via, you know, webinar, what have you, than anybody. That's why I get my paycheck. Okay? Give me an opportunity to help you. So, one more time. You better strike now, okay? This timing will not be around forever. The window is closing. However, if you do now, you'll have the next 12 months to put a team in place, because it's not this year that the company's going to go ballistic. It's going to take the rest of this year and much of next year to really get us into the, you know, exponential growth. But you got a little bit of time to put your team together and have what happened to me. Barbie had the same thing happen. She had time to put a team together, and then we hit our first mini wave, went from 10 million to 50 million. She made a ton of money. Barbie's on like her 3rd or 4th Mercedes now, okay? And you got some time, but the window of opportunity is closing. But if you strike now, you have an opportunity to be part of the stories they're going to tell 5 and 10 years from now. Okay, how are you going to do that? Commit, set up your game plan, get your upline involved in that. Let's get together. Let's set up a game plan for you. Get Anthea, Barbie, myself. Let's set up your game plan. Let's follow the system. Don't deviate from the system, because it's only going to slow you up, and get plugged in. If you stick around the fire, you're going to stay warm. All right, that's it. I'm late for my next one. I wish I could.
Thank you, Fred.
I'm going to let you and Barbie wrap this up, okay?
Okay, thank you so much. I'll see you
Vanessa,
in an
we
hour.
definitely need to talk, sweetie. I want to make sure you guys start building, okay?
Okay.
Got
I
it.
want all of you, but Vanessa, let's get that thing going. I need to go vacation on Guam. All right, see ya.
Thank you, Fred.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay, so everybody clear on what we're doing?
Yep.
Rebecca,
Good.
Charles, Earl,
Good.
Laura? Did you write down all those things? And any of those points that he just made, if you don't have them or you don't know how to find them, just ask me. And if I have time tonight, I'm gonna get on the 9 o'clock conference call with him. That's a business opportunity and product overview, good for prospects. I'm gonna be on that call, giving a product testimony tonight. at 9 o'clock. That's on Fred's Zoom channel. If you want to get on it, just text me and I'll text you the Zoom. It's at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern.
And you recording this one though, right?
I am recording this one. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so yes. All right.
Yeah,
So
I don't know where it's recording to, but it's recording.
it's actually if this is your Zoom meeting
Yeah,
room.
this is my account. Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna save it after this meeting is over. When you,
Okay.
when you close it out, it's gonna be a screen that pops up. Close out all your windows. It's gonna be one window that says downloading now.
Okay.
Okay. And when it's just finished, when it's finished downloading, you can just take it and drag it over to your YouTube channel, and it'll upload to YouTube, and you can share it with us.
Okay. Cool. I don't
Right.
have a YouTube channel, Earl, but I guess I'll make one.
Okay. All right. Or either you can take it to Google Drive and drop it in Google Drive and give us
Yeah,
access.
I think that's where my last one went. You guys should get to know each other too. And maybe somehow I can make a post on my team page with everybody's name. You know, I mean, I invited probably 60 people to come and powwow with Fred Holmes, and you guys showed up. So
Awesome.
You guys are pretty darn special, and he means it when he says that he is there to do the connection calls for you. If you have somebody primarily interested in product with health challenges, I am a really good one. Barbie is a really good one, but we all want to build a business. So get those big whales, Charles. I know you got a big whale somewhere. Get them on the phone with Fred. Just period. Just set it up. And if you don't have his numbers or his text numbers, I will make sure that you have them. He's got a particular way that he likes to be contacted on 2 different phone lines, but essentially, you know, you text him and say, I need a Zoom at X amount, at X and X date, and he'll do it. He'll do it. So,
Awesome.
and that's the way to build and to build fast.
And
My phone number, make sure you can either put it out on your team page or I can just give it to them. You know, if they.
Your number?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll send it privately. I don't want to put it on the team page.
Oh,
I mean, just to protect you. Who knows who's lingering there?
okay.
But yeah, I'll give him Barbie. But you know, Barbie's number is awesome. And you guys, I don't know if you don't know Barbie's story, but Barbie has been a stay-at-home mom, homeschooled her kids, right, Barbie? You want to tell a little bit about your story? How you went from 0 to diamond in 1 year?
I still pinch myself. I was, as Anthea said, I homeschooled our 5 kids for 25 years. And so the last one was getting ready to go off to college, and my husband was wanting to go back into full-time vocational ministry. And I had literally a 12-month segment that it was like, if I was going to do something, that was going to be the time. And I do a summer camp every year. I'm the cook, and Doug Stroop, who's my sponsor, he gave me a pack of the Super Mix, and I'd always been compassionate and very passionate about nutrition. And the thing that got me started on the Zija was everything was in one pack, and anybody and everybody could use the same product. Okay, I could tell everybody about that, you know, and I didn't have to know how much of this, that, and the other. And so I knew nothing. You know, I've always worked from my home, so I didn't have a, like he was saying, a Rolodex or a contact list of business people, anything like that. You know, I was a stay-at-home mom. And so anyway, I just followed the system, which is, you know, you pique your interest, you plug them into some information, and then you follow up with a call. And I just did that over and over and over. And I thought I wasn't going fast enough. And I would sit on the phone, call, you know, crying to Fred. It's just not happening. He never told me that I was doing it fast. And so I went from literally no income to a 6-figure residual in a calendar year. And I'm part of that very first profit sharing pool. And I am on my third Mercedes. I lease them. So about every year and a half, they call and want to trade. They say, you ready to trade yours in? And I'm sure. And so I'm proof that the system works. You know, if you just do it, keep it simple. And now we have so many tools available to us. And as he was saying, we're looking at an hour a day. And Pat Anderson always says, you know, even break it into 15 minutes. I told somebody this the other day. Take 15 minutes and either send one or two, either pique somebody's interest, you know, either send them an email, send them, you know, they're consolidating and making more concise our videos to where they're like 1 to 3 minutes. And most people they have time for a 1 to 3 minute video. So, you know, text it to them or, you know, whatever your social media, you know, pick is, and set a time you're going to call them back and have Anthea on the line. You can have me on the line and, you know, introduce us. We'll ask them if they liked, not that if they liked it, what they saw they liked, answer any questions, need more information. You ready to, you know, try a sample? That's it. I mean, that's it. And so I'm just going to encourage you to, you know, just do it. Just start.
Barbie, I have a question for you guys, because I haven't closed a deal yet. Okay. So I've had some people that were really interested and I've shared, but I don't want to hound them. That's not my style. I try to every once in a while, find a way of connecting with them. Have you found that there's success in people coming back to you after a period of time, or do you just sort of give up? What do you do?
All right, first of all, it's not your responsibility to close them. When I have somebody that I'm piquing, it's not my responsibility to close them. I get Doug or somebody else on, just like Anthea and I are telling you, and Fred, we're here for you. That's where the system is. When you're talking one-on-one, it's just information. When you bring a third person in, it becomes validation to everything you've said. And this is where you let us help you, okay? And because we're doing the same thing, even though we have a higher rank, we are still doing the same thing that we're recommending to you. So what I would encourage you to answer the first part of that first question is, once you sent them something to look at, then have one of us on the phone with you, and we're going to call them back. And, you know, and like I say, you're just going to say, hey, I'm new to this. I'm learning. I have Anthea on the phone, and she's going to answer any questions you might have about the product or whatever. And then you turn it over to Anthea, and she'll take it from there, you know, so you're not hounding them, and we're not going to hound them either. We're going to just share our passion with them. And so we want to do that with the people that you're talking to, the people those people are talking to. And like when you see Fred's training, it's like 4 levels down or more. You know, whenever you need us, that's what you can let us do for you. And you can literally be earning an income while you're learning how to do the business. That was the one thing. The other thing is, I do have people, because I've been in a while, I just last week sent out, I don't know, like 700 or 800 emails and brought people up to date and said, you know, at some point you either sampled, showed an interest. I want you to know what's happening today with Zija. And I sent them a little short 3-minute video. I sent them the new product, a picture of the new products. And I occasionally you will get somebody, I've had 2, but that's unusual here in the recent past, that have called me and said, you know what, I've got to get back on this stuff and I'm ready to do the business. So yes, that does happen. But I was training a girl this week and she has trouble getting people. And I said, you got to get me on the phone with them. And because if she would probably get the recruiter of the year. I mean, she has talked, her contact list is endless. But she just, and she knows it. We're working on that, getting them on the phone with me so that I can, you know, help her. And so I was telling her, when you talk to somebody, you give them something, if you're talking, you can say, do you have 3 minutes tonight? You can watch this. Can I call you tomorrow at 11? see if you were able to watch it if you had any questions. Like, they call it setting an appointment from an appointment. That way they're expecting you. They know they need to get it watched, and they know you're going to be calling. And then we just, we follow up on that. So I don't know if that helps, but
Can I add to that? Can I add? I want to add to that, that it often takes not one, not two, not three, not four, but even, 5, 6, 7 exposures.
Okay.
So if you, actually all of you, just think of when I first started talking to you about ZJA and how much time went on before you actually enrolled. So that will show you, and no, not hounding, just, just
Checking
be interested in that person, as opposed to leading with, are you ready to try my product? And I don't think any of us are like that, but, be interested in them, what's going on in their life, and then get around to it.
Right down, like, I don't
Does
know,
that make sense?
Audrey, do you use a note card or notebook paper? Anyway, I have cards, and I'm doing it now. I'm getting used to putting the notes in my cell phone, but when I contact somebody or send them an email or anything, I make a note. If they told me something about their family, maybe one of their kids or something they're doing, I just jot a date and that down. So when I'm calling back with them, because you're going to be talking to a lot of people in a relatively short amount of time. And it's nice, like Anthea was saying, when you just first check in, hey, I'm checking in with you. How'd you do on your test? Or how did this go or that, depending whatever your conversation was. And like I said, then, and now with like the Wednesday night science call and the different YouTube videos and that we have available to us, we have a lot of things that we can just, drop the information for them.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. You guys, we've got this, this other Zoom coming up at 9, which is 45 minutes from now. So I'm going to close out so that I can actually eat some dinner. And if anybody wants to get on that Zoom tonight, that's at 9 o'clock. It will be recorded. You can always watch any of Fred's business and product opportunity overviews on his YouTube channel. But later tonight, I will follow up with all of you, make sure that you have all of the contact information that he was talking about.
And I was just going to, something that you might want to think about. I don't know who has children or anything, what y'all's life, your daily schedule is, but I make it a habit of, like, when I'm folding laundry or cooking or something like that, that's a perfect time that you can listen. And I have notebooks, like during canning season, that are splattered with tomato paste from where I was listening. I put my phone on speaker and I was listening either to a live call or recorded call and was jotting notes between stirring. So you know what, you can do this. So I just want to encourage you to, because it'll be something that you will not regret. And I'm looking forward to working with y'all and getting to know more about you.
Excellent. Thank you, Barbie. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Laura, Earl, Vanessa, Rebecca, and you, of course, Barbie. And we'll see ya all later, soon.
Bye.
Okay? All right. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Have a good day. Great. Good. Vanessa, have a good day. Everybody else, have a good night. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Good night. Enjoy your dinner.
Okay. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Yeah.